Now, a warning from President Trump following strikes on a US airbase in Jordan and 4 Iranian advisors that were killed in the US-Saudi strikes in Iraq. Hassan bin Javed joins us here in Doha. The operative words there, US-Saudi joint strike. This is a new thing for Saudi Arabia. Where's the strategy here?
Well, Saudi Arabia has been reluctantly involved in this war because of the number of attacks that you've seen on Saudi territory, especially targeting US aircraft, US advisors, as well as US hardware that is based in Saudi Arabia. So the Saudis have, according to many sources closer to the Saudis, have been it has been very difficult to get them to not attack Iran in retaliation. This was the perfect opportunity after such a long time of waiting and patience, especially when this attack happened in Jazan, where this Saudi refinery of Aramco was hit and was put out of commission. The Houthis, on one hand, claimed that they were attacking it, and the Saudis actually tracked these drones coming from Iraqi territory, and then they had to show action. And that is why you're seeing, not just in one place, you're seeing across 7 provinces, more than 20 targets hit in these retaliatory strikes by the Saudis and the Americans. And what is interesting here is that it is not just the PMF, the Popular Mobilization Forces, not Kataib Hezbollah, it is also Iranian advisors who were targeted. So that just goes to show that there is a level of intel that the Americans and the Saudis have within Iraq, and they wanted to perhaps show a message to the Iraqi militias that if you get involved, you'll be hit, and you'll be hit hard.
But there is a danger here for Saudi Arabia because the US is desperate to get allies involved in this war because it gives them backing, it gives them a cover. But there's a danger here of escalation because the Iranians may well figure that actually we can keep doing this in Iraq and it'll be just there. And at some point you've got to widen it out, or do you?
Well, the problem with this war is that it is regional while not being regional. The Saudis, the Yemanis, the Qataris, the Emiratis, they have not really all out gone against Iran. They have not attacked Iran directly, but there are bases and airspaces which have been used by US forces, and hence the Iranian retaliation. So the Saudi strategy is to try and contain it. You've seen them time and again with the various partners, the Qataris, the Pakistanis, get involved in the back channel diplomacy. But the danger, as you said, is not just for Saudi itself. It is for oil exports from the entire region, because it is not just the Strait of Hormuz which remains choked and blocked. You're seeing in the last 48, 72 hours, the al-Mandeb Strait becoming under stress. You've seen the Houthis targeting Saudis, as well as the Iraqis targeting the Saudis. So Saudi can get embroiled in a wider scale war. But the strategy here seems to be limited strikes, limited targets, making sure that the message is sent to both the Yemenis and the Iraqis that if you get involved, we are going to come after you. But again, as you said, the problem with this strategy is, like it has been with this war, that yes, you can plan for everything for it to be contained, but it can spiral out of control very quickly.
Hassan bin Javed, thank you so much for unpacking all of that.